Macron said that you guys lack respect. Shut up, you Africans. This is a total lack of respect. You know what a total lack of respect is, Macron? Colonization, slavery. You going to Algeria and telling them you would apologize. You would apologize for colonialism. You destroying Haiti. And you continuing the pact of the continuation of colonization that is still oppressing Africans. That is lack of respect. Lack of respect is you coming to an African country and telling us that you're a true Pan-Africanist. It's an insult to Marcus Garvey. It's an insult to Henry Sylvester Williams. It's an insult to Martin Delaney, to Booker T. Washington, to Patrice Lumumba, to Robert Sobukwe, to Dedan Washori Kimathi. You are in the country of Dedan Washori Kimathi and you are saying those words, and no Kenyan that was in that panel challenged you when you said that you're a true Pan-Africanist. Shame on you. I have two quotes that I want to relay today that is very, very important to the discussion. You've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title. Let's get down to business. Without Africa, France will slide down into the rank of a third world country. Those are the words, the famous words of the former French President Jacques Chirac. Let me go a step further and let me save the best quote for last. The day you hear Europeans praise me, just know I have betrayed you. Woo, those are the wise words of the late, great Samora Machel, first president of Mozambique. Kenya is the first African country outside of the former French colonies to host an Africa-France summit. Kenya has signed many deals with France in AI, technology, infrastructure, transport, among others, totaling to billions and billions of dollars. This shortly, ironically, comes after Kenya allowed French troops, 800 French troops, to settle in Mombasa, coastal region of Kenya, because France wants Kenya to be a strategic primary anchor in East Africa. So this military deal includes Indian Ocean security, includes peacekeeping, includes disaster response, and includes intelligence sharing. That is what the deal states. Ironically, this comes after Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger are decolonizing from French systems, including them chasing away French troops. So Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso are busy decolonizing from France, which is the right thing to do for any African country, to decolonize from your former colonizer. But Kenya is the first African country outside of the former French colonies to host an Africa-France summit. We are giving France another lifeline. We are giving France more power than what they have here in Africa. Now, let me say this. I'm about to piss off a lot of people in this episode. I don't care. Because for the past 3 days, we as Kenyans, not all of us, some of us who agree with this Africa, Kenya, France relationship, and some of us who were in that meeting kissing Macron's ass, kissing Ruto's ass, some of us who were in that meeting just nodding and agreeing to everything Macron was saying, some of us who believe that this deal will be positive to this country. Let me tell you guys, for the past 3 days, we have shown how much of sellouts we are in the global African race. And I always say this, Kenya is a very, very, very white-friendly country. We are very friendly to white supremacy. We are very friendly to white supremacy. We are very compliant. We are very obedient to white supremacy. Since independence, somebody in this country has to say the truth. Somebody in this country, beautiful country called Kenya, has to speak about this issue in a Pan-African revolutionary way, in a Garvey way, because guys, what I've been seeing in the past 3 days is absolutely embarrassing. And it's embarrassing for the past 3 days how we've been kissing Macron's ass, how we have been very compliant, how we have been very soft-spoken, how we have been very accommodative to a colonizer coming to Kenya and to increase its evil influence in Africa. I'm very ashamed of my country. I've never been ashamed of my country that I was born and raised in the way I'm ashamed right now. You wonder why I don't trust France? Okay, fine. You wonder why I don't trust France? Fine. Let me tell you why I don't trust France. Let me take you back. You know, I'm a historian. Let's go back. Let's go back to the 50s and 60s. Let me take you back to the 50s and 60s. You wonder why Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso don't want nothing to do with France. It's because of a huge reason. Kenyans, do your research. In the 50s and 60s, when former French colonies were fighting for their independence, France said, wait. Just wait a second. You will not get your independence until you sign this pact called the Pact for the Continuation of Colonization. That is what the agreement is called. I'm not adding anything up. You guys can go to YouTube or you can go to Google. You can do your research. It is called the Pact for the Continuation of Colonization. France said, you will not get your independence until you sign this agreement. In this agreement, the provisions will shock you because it states that 85% of your foreign reserves must be stored in the French treasury. Oh, guess what? We have power over your military. Oh, guess what? Also, we have power over your raw materials. We have power over your natural resources. We have exclusive rights to every raw material that is in every former French colony. Another provision states that France will be the official language. Another provision states that the former French colonies must use this currency that we will give you, which is the CFA francs. Among other toxic, evil, conniving, blood-sucking provisions that were in that pact. All French African former colonies signed that deal apart from two, Guinea and Mali. Modibo Keita of Mali and Sekou Touré said, hell no, pack your bags and go. We don't want to sign this evil deal. France said, okay, if you want us to leave completely, we will leave completely. That means we will take everything that we think is ours, and that means we will also destroy everything. We will destroy the sewage system. We will destroy every system. You guys will start from scratch. And that's exactly what they did. And they left. Well, Kwame Nkrumah helped Guinea and Mali. I have to give Kwame Nkrumah some props for that, man. He helped Guinea and Mali by forming a Ghana-Guinea-Mali alliance so that Guinea and Mali can run their countries after what France did to them for all those years. And you wonder why Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are decolonizing from France. France has had a history of theft, of killing, of blood-sucking agreements that are still alive till this day in most former French colonies. And I've always said this, Kenya is a big white supremacy supporter. We are the good boys of Africa. Let me say that. We are the good boys of white supremacy here in this continent. We are very compliant. We are very obedient. That's why some of the UN officers are here. That's why you see all these multinationals are here in Kenya. They're in Kenya because Kenya is a very, very accommodating African country when it comes to white supremacy. I know this for a fact because I live in Kenya. I've worked in Kenya and I've been born in Kenya. There's nothing I don't know about this country. We are very, very white supremacy compliant. We are very, very white supremacy accommodating in this continent. But you know what pissed me off? What pissed me off was not even when Ruto said that Macron is one of the people in the G7 that speaks Africa's language. That pissed me off, but it didn't piss me off as much as Macron saying that he's a true Pan-Africanist. You know, I had to rewind that video. I had to rewind that video for like 20 times to really confirm what I just heard and what I just saw. Did Macron just say that he's a true Pan-Africanist? No, Macron, let me say this. You have no authority to talk about, to think about Pan-Africanism in any way, shape, or form. You don't even have an authority to even express your opinion on Pan-Africanism. Are you kidding me? See, this is what they do. This is what they do. They take our things and then they co-opt them and they remix them to fit their agenda. No, no, no. You can take anything, but you can't take away Pan-Africanism from us. It is a movement. It is the only movement that will free African people. You will not co-opt it. You white people will not remix Pan-Africanism. Hell no. It is the only thing that will free us, and it's the only thing that will kill, that will destroy white supremacy. And now they're trying to remix it. They're trying to co-opt it. Hell no. True Pan-Africanist, you must be out of your mind. Were you a true Pan-Africanist when you have been and still destroying Haiti? Are you a true Pan-Africanist when you're sponsoring the attacks? Because we know you're sponsoring the attacks in the Sahel region. Are you a true Pan-Africanist when you're doing that? Are you a true Pan-Africanist while you're still implementing the pact for the continuation of colonization that is still opposed, that is still oppressing the former French colonies economically? Are you... What? True Pan-Africanist? Were you a true Pan-Africanist when you went to Algeria and you said that you will not apologize for the French colonial rule that has, that happened in Algeria? Were you a Pan-Africanist when you said those words? Pan-Africanist. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm ashamed of Ruto looking at him in agreement with what he just said. I'm ashamed with all the media people who didn't challenge him on that point. I'm ashamed of every single Kenyan or every single African who was in various panels that was asking Ruto and Macron questions that didn't challenge him on him saying that he's a true Pan-Africanist. Shame on each and every one of you who were in that meeting and had an opportunity to challenge him on that point and you didn't. And guess what? Macron said that you guys lack respect. Shut up, you Africans. This is a total lack of respect. You know what a total lack of respect is, Macron? Colonization, slavery. You going to Algeria and telling them you won't apologize, you won't apologize for colonialism. You destroying Haiti. And you continuing the pact of the continuation of colonization that is still oppressing Africans. That is lack of respect. Lack of respect is you coming to an African country and telling us that you're a true Pan-Africanist. It's an insult to Marcus Garvey. It's an insult to Henry Sylvester Williams. It's an insult to Martin Delaney, to Booker T. Washington, to Patrice Lumumba, to Robert Sobukwe, to Dedan Washori Kimathi. You are in the country of Dedan Washori Kimathi and you are saying those words, and no Kenyan that was in that panel challenged you. When you said that you're a true Pan-Africanist, shame on you. Shame on each and every celebrity who are kissing Macron's ass. Shame on the host, Mariam, who said that Ivorian song by Magic System, Premier Go, links Africa and France. Do you know the history of Ivory Coast and France? Mariam, you should know this. You work in the media. Shame on you, BN, for, just kissing Macron's ass and shame on each and every celebrity. Shame on each and every Kenyan celebrity, each and every Kenyan leader, each and every Kenyan media personality who were kissing Macron's ass, and you know what? Shame on every panelist who did not challenge Macron on the pact of the continuation of colonization. And on him saying that he's a true Pan-Africanist. And on him saying that we lack respect. And I've always said this. We should boycott every single Kenyan celebrity who is a sellout. Who sells us out to the oppressor each and every time. We should boycott them. We should boycott them. Because why are we supporting their art? If they are selling us out, why are we buying your music? Why are we buying your movies? Why are we buying your ticket concerts? Why are we buying all these things that you produce and you sell us out? I'm ashamed of my country. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. Kenya, we are ashamed. We are ashamed. And this deal will bounce on us negatively in the long run, if not very soon. Just wait and see. Just wait and see.